So this is a concept I come up with this week, and I call it the Meta Ads Flywheel. And this is basically sort of visualization of what I actually build for my clients when we're launching Meta Ads, because we're not just launching ads and kind of hoping for the best. We're building like a client acquisition system in a business. So today I'm just going to go through what that Meta Ads Flywheel is and how you can install it into your business to achieve results like we've achieved for some of our clients in home improvements and property. So the first stage of the flywheel is the foundations. So the first thing that I'll do when I go into a new business is basically have a strategy session, lay the foundations, and build something that I call the trust vault. If they haven't already got like a central operating in place, we'll also install an operating system for the business as well. And I'll show you more about the operating system in a bit. But today, trust is at an all-time low. The businesses who can build trust with their audience will win. So what we do is give you the tools to create trust by building assets. Assets like case studies, video testimonials, and real stories about your customers. The foundations then help us create content, help us create ads, help us build our funnels, and they will bring in more customers. So essentially what we're doing is turning your customers into your sales team. Now, the next stage in the content flywheel is attention. So we create videos that people will actually watch, and we do that mainly through video, essentially. So we're not creating just generic image ads or ads that look like, ads that look like ads. Essentially, we're creating video ads that people actually watch, because the amount of people who are on Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, all that kind of stuff now, that's what actually gets the views. And one video can show more about your brand than 1,000 words. The place that we want to bring our clients to is when they're showing up for a sales appointment, whether that's online or they're walking into somebody's house. That person already feels like they knows them and they trust them, because we're creating videos using the trust vault. So we've got real customer stories, real testimonials. We're breaking down people's problems and their pains. We're addressing them, we're calling them out. We're sharing more about your business, and we are, most importantly, positioning you as like the professional in your industry, in your market. And we do that. We've recently brought in a videography team. So the main videographer down in South Wales, we've got Josh Reynolds, who's awesome. He's got like 20 grand's worth of professional video equipment. So he produces really, really high quality stuff. We've got videographers all over the country that we can access those. So it's not just in South Wales. But yeah, so basically we will take that strategy and that trust vault, and we will turn that into video scripts. Then we will film the video ads for our customers, and then we will edit them and upload them into Meta Ads. And that is what is going to actually start driving leads for a business. Now, the next stage then is, how do we actually capture these leads? So now we know how we're going to generate the attention, but how do we actually capture it? Well, what we do is we create bespoke landing pages and funnels that we send leads to. Now, this does a number of things. There's a few options with Meta. You can either go for lead forms, or you can send them off Meta onto a website. Now, when we use lead forms, we typically find that the leads are lower quality. We might get a higher volume, but a lot of them are time wasters. A lot of them are shit leads, basically. So when we use a form like the one on the screen, a landing page like the one we've got on the screen, we are building more trust, because we can show different things like videos, like our customer testimonials again, more about how the service works, all the information that they didn't get from the ad, we can show on this page. So yes, we are likely to get less volume of people to actually, click on what we want them to do and fill in their details. However, we're going to get the best quality people because they've already built even more trust than the people who just came from the ads. So that's why we create funnels that your leads will actually take the time to complete. We need them to be visually appealing. We need them to, actually work for your clients. And I've got an example of one that we've just launched actually. So this is a funnel that we've just launched for Tidy Lofts, a loft boarding company in South Wales. And you can see this is where people will land when they come through an ad. And it's super basic, but we've done that for a reason, because what we're going to get is the most likely chance that somebody's going to fill out our form. Now, what you can see that we've done is we've made our form almost like a quiz, because forms are boring, especially if you're asking for a lot of information to try and qualify your leads like we're doing here. People just go and they'll click away and they'll close the website because they can't be bothered to do it. So what we're going to do is make them, it plays on the, people's kind of dopamine, and it's a bit fun to do. So this is why we're seeing really high conversion rates with these type of funnels. So what we're doing is maximizing the volume of people, but we're also maximizing the quality of the people we're getting through as well. So you can see when we go through this quiz funnel, there's some, different questions about things that the business owner would like to know. And then you're putting in your address and putting in your name and email. And then all the leads are then being sent to a back-end system, which I'll show you now. So the final part of the flywheel is the close. So our sales system helps nurture and convert your leads into sales. So leads will go straight into your pipeline, and then you're ready to start your sales process. You get access to a mobile app, you get a web app, everything is automated for you. So you can have a dashboard, you can have all the leads coming into your pipeline automatically. And then we're even actually following up with those leads for our clients. We're notifying them. Our clients get notified of all the leads that come in. Then all of the leads are automatically followed up with via WhatsApp and email. So, the system there, what that's going to do is give you the highest possible chance of converting your leads into sales appointments. The number one thing that's going to determine if we get 100 leads, the difference between closing 5 of those leads and 50 of those leads is going to be the speed to lead. So if we can get back to a lead within 5 minutes and give you the best possible chance of calling that lead within 5 minutes, if you've got a sales team, that's great. We can automate it to them. But if you're busy, if you are out on property viewings, if you are quoting, if you're on site, you don't have time to call people straight away every time. So what we actually do is we put something called an AI appointment setter into WhatsApp for you. And what this does is it'll message the leads back and forth while you're busy. Straight away, it'll follow up with them. So you've got the 5-minute rule. And it will try and book appointments in your calendar for you. And it's got access to your calendar. It's got access to all the information about your business. And the AI appointment setter will actually do that while you are busy, while you're asleep, while you're at work, while you're doing something else with your family. That AI appointment setter is live 24/7. And people used to pay, thousands of pounds for appointment setters in businesses every month. And AI is completely changing the way that that's working at the moment. So yeah, we basically equip you with all of the tools that you need to convert the highest possible amount of leads into sales appointments. And then where that happens then is when you're closing the sales, we make sure that they're going back into the content trust vault. So, we're getting testimonials, we're getting referrals, we're building stories, we're building case studies that we can use in further ads. We're getting a team out to shoot content of the finished product of those ads. This is where the flywheel starts to compound, and the more customers you get, the more ads that we can create and the more stuff that we can talk about to build more trust. And that's exactly how it works. If you're interested in me setting up this system for your business, I'll leave a link down below where you can apply to work with me. Typically at the moment, I work with home improvements and property businesses on the high ticket service side. However, if you do have a different type of business, you can still fill out the form, and I'm happy to have a chat or at least give you some advice that you can kind of take and add into your business. If we're not the right fit to work together, obviously I don't work with any type of business. I'm still happy to basically provide as much value as I can to you. If we can jump on a call, anything like that. So, other than that, I hope you found this video interesting and useful, and I will see you in the next one.